What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another weekly episode of this update series for my Speltrix account, aka my free-to-play account. We got a couple smaller updates to go through. Now I do not remember if I had Padawan Obi-Wan in relics yet on the last video, but we do have him relics for this video, so we are going to show that here in a little bit, and then we're going to do our normal pick up everything and go on with our thing. What I just did was pick up the start of my daily stuff for the day, so we got all that done. So anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into the gameplay. Looks like we got a few free stuff here. And also, I am very, very, very tired, so even though it may seem like I'm talking loud, I'm talking pretty dang low. Galactic Ascension, give me those. Give me those crystals. It looks like apparently we get a Lightspeed token. So, forge your heroes into legends with the Carbonite Lightspeed token. Instantly elevate gear mods without delay. Currently upgrades one eligible character to the following minimum criteria: 3 stars, gear 10, ability tier 3. Alright, so I'll have to look to see who's available in there. I'm assuming it's any character at this point. At least for that one. I am sorry, guys. I told you guys I was tired. Go ahead and pick up these. I don't know why I went back in there. Alright, so yeah, here we go for like the main update for this week. We got Padawan Obi-Wan to Relic 3. Goal is Relic 7. And then I'm trying to save gear for Tarkin. To take Tarkin up to at least gear 12, because at least at that point I can start soloing tier 0 of the current raid that is out, which is Order 66, aka Operation Nightfall. So we're working towards that, as well as for here trying to get at least these two teams to gear 12 the rest of the way, and then this team to basically gear 8, 9. I said relic 12, I meant gear 12. But gear 8, 9, and then gear 12 for this team. So we're still working towards CLS right now. Honestly, we should have had CLS done a couple weeks ago, but I've been taking my time with this team, especially when it comes to the fact that I don't want to sit here and upgrade these people. At least currently, the only 3 that I will be upgrading further would be Obi-Wan, Princess Leia, and R2 anyways, just to go on the first rendition of the CLS team. But that is currently where we are at. This is our current... I'm assuming that stands for the Lightspeed token. I've never seen that symbol before. This is where we are at for our current farming plan. We got 5 regular energy slots. I can technically take Death Trooper Peridia and put him up here, but I might put someone else up here first. And I don't know who exactly it's going to be. And we still got our Chief Chirpa, who we're going to try and finish off, and then hop into Kyle. The main one we're working on is getting his ship to 7-star and still working on her for fleet energy. Cantina shop, we're mostly focused on Old Daka. If we have enough extra, we'll pick up one of these two. I think Hoth Rebel Scout will take priority over First Order Officer just because he goes on one of the teams we're working on. Greedo's technically done, so I'm not really farming anything from Squad Shop. Maybe Admiral Akbar for a little bit. The Galactic War Shop, we're focusing on Poggle, who is technically done now. And that frees Poggle or another slot, 2 slots or so open for the Galactic Wars, which we'll be working on Phasma and Hux now as the main focuses, even though those are 2 of the 2-year farms. We can just go and start focusing on those. And then we're still down here. The only character we really have left to focus on in the Guild Raid store, although I spelled it wrong here, is Kylo Ren. She's the Mark II raid tokens, which is why I haven't really been focusing hard on her. And then Kylo Ren, OG Kylo Ren, is Mark One raid currency. Ugh. Lightspeed tokens can be applied to individual units, quickly upgrade their stars, abilities, gear tiers, and even relic amplifiers. Here you can apply tokens you own and find others that are available. Lightspeed tokens are one of the fastest ways to upgrade your holotable roster. So this is literally anybody up here. I don't need to do it for these two because they're already there. Honestly, it might make things easier if I was to do it for Death Trooper Peridia here. Because at least then I still have the 52 shards I have farmed of him, but now he's just 3 stars. So that's our first Lightspeed token used on a character we actually needed, which is right here now. For those of you who don't know, he's going on this Night Sister team to completely 7-star the it's not places of power. I forget the full name of what SAS is, but it's for one of the assault battles that you can do with Phoenix Squad too, but I'm not really focused on Phoenix Squad. But we got Marin, Death Trooper Pretty Old Daka, and Mother Towson to work on for that. Actually, I'm going to put it back on the on-farm section. I know we're done farming pretty much everybody, but we're going to take Poggle off of that. For now, we're going to go into the stores. We need to start working on trying to get these up again. We're probably not going to get any of these for a while. Go over here. I could start working on Embo, actually. After Old Daka. Pick up the Old Daka. Come here. This is where all the Mark raid currency, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3. Everybody we're mostly working on is pretty much done in here, character-wise. I'll pick up these. We'll definitely pick up these. That's 2 million credits right there already. Normally I would go around collecting all the gear with the gold and or silver flag looking things like this, but I'm not trying to spend the rest of my 12.6k Mark 1 right now because I do need to get some characters done. Like eventually, I have to start working on Jin, Scavenger Ray, Kylo Ren, obviously, Barriss Ophi, which we kind of are focusing on her for the raid just a little bit. And obviously, the SF TIE Fighter pilot, and then we'll go ahead and pick up our Kylo Ren. Our squad arena, we're mostly focused on prestige now at the moment, and then obviously I can get Admiral Akbar. That just finishes up him. We'll eventually start focusing on HK as well, but that's mostly for when I go for Darth Revan, which is a pretty long ways away. That's like our third year farm area. Here I can honestly focus on the Geos starfighters and the first order people that I mentioned earlier. Like eventually we'll also have to start getting K2SO, Hera. Who else was in here for Phoenix? We'll have to get Wedge eventually too. Juhani. Fleet Arena, we can start focusing more on the ability material Zetas now. Obviously the Geo fighters, and then whenever he pops up, General Grievous, and then any other Geo that we need that can pop up in here, we'll pick those up as well. Then our guild events, this is honestly perfect because 15 is the max, and I'd rather pick up 15. But we're going to take Malevolence to at least unlock. Then we're going to go 7-star Negotiator and then come back to Malevolence. But we're not going to focus on Negotiator when we start unlocking Negotiator, like gearing him and leveling him up. It's just taking him up to 7 stars. That way it is up to 7 stars. And then we'll come back and finish out Malevolence because we're not trying to like full on gear everything up for General Grievous right now anyways, so that is that. And then I can pick up I don't know why Princess Leia is there. Where is it? Yeah, I won't pick her up. I'd rather wait for her to be 15. 15. Pick up our shard shop currency stuff. I would love to finish off TIE Advance here. And we won't get any of these last 3 stuff right here for a while, so I'm not going to focus on those. Especially because I'm not trying to focus on Conquest until I hit 4 million GP anyway, so I probably won't even touch Conquest in here. Let me take a look at this, because I need a lot of this and some of that. That'll take it up to Relic 4. But I need Relic 7. I don't know if I hit up the... I have not yet from what it looks like. But luckily, it's one of the days where we do farm this. Alrighty. I don't really need to show you guys too much of anything else because it's mostly just picking up the rest of my beginning of the day stuff. So I'm going to finish everything else off camera, like finishing up my squad arena. We'll go ahead and actually do this right now since we're right here anyways. And then we'll do the fleet challenges and then everything else off camera, and then events, whatever I can do here I'll do off camera as well. Our next marquee character right here. But anyways, that's actually going to be it for this small little not so exciting update. Main thing is Padawan Obi-Wan's Relic 3. Uh, Gave you guys an idea of who we're going to work on next gear-wise for sure, which is Grand Moff Tarkin to at least gear 12. So I can solo get 300k in the raid instead of posting 0 points. Because if we go to my raid squads here, which is like way the hell down somewhere. Where is it? These are my 2 raid squads that I can technically do. If I take him up to level 85, her up to 85, him up to 85, and then probably gear them all up to like 11, I can for sure start doing 2 tier 0 runs, and that's going to be 600k altogether. But the main focus is going to be Tarkin, because Tarkin can solo tier 0 by himself. So yeah. But again, anyways, that's going to be it for this little weekly episode. Sorry for sounding so tired, or sounding. It makes me sound sick when I'm tired, but I'm not sick. I'm just very tired right now. I got done waking up not too long ago because I passed out like literally 2 hours ago, and then woke up and I couldn't go back to sleep. So I decided to make the video, even though I should have made it earlier. But I digress, and we'll just end this video pretty much right here. And by the time you guys see this video, I will be already live on Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. Again, everything to go for me to go live is going to be in the description. Depending on what platform you guys are on, just hit the link for that platform. Come lurk, watch me for the whole stream. Going to be probably a 4 or 5 hour stream. We're going to be, instead of playing SWGOH, what we would be what we normally stream on Friday, because of GAC. There's no GAC this week, so we're not going to be streaming SWGOH. We're going to be streaming Schedule 1 and possibly Stumble Guys. But I've been on a Schedule 1 fix, and we might do a Schedule 1 Let's Play series here over on YouTube as well, like an actual YouTube series, instead of doing like the extra teriyaki playlist where it'd be like specific parts of each stream going up there. So look forward to that. That might start this week. And as always, thanks for watching. If you guys want to know my stream time, here we go again. And catch y'all in the next one.